Would you consider yourself gay?
People watching, they've made their decision. They said yes on my behalf.
I see nothing good in you penetrating your fellow man through his anus.
I've dated somebody that is married with 2-3 kids.
Yes. You date married guys too?
Yeah.
70% of people populate school, they are married men.
These are the gays and the trans of Lagos, Nigeria.
Hey!
Would you support it or would you oppose it?
Why would I support it?
Majority of the content creators that were female close to shoot content, they are not straight.
Are you gay?
Never have I tried to like switch into the feminine role.
A man should dress as it like a man, so that I can be easier than as a man.
Some dress up like women, making it difficult to tell their true identity.
Did you take any drugs to the feminine?
Nah. Come on, look at me. Black don't crack. I'm dark. I don't need drugs to stay fresh.
What is the biggest misconception people have about gay people?
They just feel that they're demonic.
In a place where such practice is illegal, they find a way to make it look legal.
If you are being asked the kind of punishment that you think they deserve, which would you recommend?
Silence him.
And although they don't look like men, but claim they have a man's property.
Do you have a pen?
I have.
Do you make use of it?
Why not? I make use of my pen.
Come with me as I investigate and find out what life is really like as an LGBTQ plus in Lagos, Nigeria. Nigerian law bans same-sex marriage and certain related activities with penalties up to 14 years in prison.
The least sentence upon conviction if found guilty is 14 years imprisonment. Then for accomplices, that is, people who aid and abet these people, they go for 10 years imprisonment.
In a country with such harsh laws, you might think people like this wouldn't exist. Yes, this community has existed for years, despite being outlawed or heavily restricted in many countries. To understand more about these people and how they live in a country where many people believe they are not accepted, I reached out to them to hear firsthand on how they managed to survive, despite being part of one of the most controversial and widely opposed communities in Africa. But before we speak to them, we decided to go into the streets of Lagos to meet the people and understand what they think about them and hear firsthand from their point of view.
I would like to ask you your opinion or what you think about homosexuality in general.
Hey!
Would you support it or would you oppose it?
Why would I support it?
It's an illegal something that I don't believe that practice in this country.
If I even have my way, I will even deal with you my own way.
As we are coming from work just now, we saw one guy dressed like a woman.
Really?
Yes, as we are coming just now. They are telling God that, oh, the way you made me is not right, so I just want to make myself to be what I want to be. Men looking at it now, they are everywhere. Gay are everywhere. Homosexual, they full everywhere.
Does your religion support homosexuality or not?
Not at all. My religion does not support it. Let me go back to the Bible. I can say that it's a sin.
If I cannot kill you, I will disown you. I will dislocate myself from you. I will disassociate with you. Like my distance with you will be like 10 kilometers away. Anyway, when you see me, may I avoid me. Because if you know avoid me, within I go do am. Now say me I go day. Maybe you go to survive for outside, but me na cell I go day. But at least you go stay like 2 weeks for hospital.
If you are being asked the kind of punishment that you think they deserve, which would you recommend?
I'll sentence them to life imprisonment. Yes.
So you think 14 years is not harsh enough?
It's not harsh enough.
Once there is a law being established that forbids that gayism, then there should also be a punishment attached to it.
Those people should be just sent out of earth.
What way? Through
death by hanging, so that you die with a painful one, knowing fully well, okay, you know that you have done something that is not supposed to be done, because you can't see all these girls with all everything they carry and you say he's man with strong stand what it is. So that kind of person doesn't want good things.
So you feel they should be killed?
Yes.
A man should dress as it like a man, so that I can be easier than as a man. But you dress as a woman and I think you are a woman, and later find out that you are a man, just like me. I feel so embarrassed and I feel so insulted. I feel so pain inside me.
You adopt a child, let me not say your own child, and he grows up and said, I want to come out of the closet, I am gay. What would you say about it?
Hey!
If I try all I could to,
stop him and he did not stop, I will silence him or her.
In what way?
I will silence him or her in any way I can.
I'm not sure say I go disown you, but the guy ask me and you go take day. Like that father and son connection. Like he go get like 80% reduction.
There is no pleasure in having sexual intercourse with your fellow man or fellow woman. So I believe that where the pleasure lies is in opposite sex.
After speaking with people on the streets and hearing their opinions, I met with someone who says he looks feminine but strongly opposes the LGBTQ+ lifestyle. I wanted to hear what he thinks about the community and how he is treated when people mistake him for being gay or transgender.
What would you consider yourself in terms of gender? Are you gay?
I am not. I like pussy. Well, physically I'm male, but the world we live in, people are so quick to stigmatize and believe anything, you know. So judging from what you see, the extremeness, the extremity, a normal person will just obviously want to go on the stigma way and stigmatize this person and put him in a particular category and this person is gay. Look at his earrings.
Have you tried modifying yourself in any way to look like a particular gender, or you just are naturally like that and people perceive you that way?
Never have I tried to like switch into the feminine role. The only thing I have done has been go extreme with my looks, which has caused the whole chaos and misunderstanding. So,
in your line of work, do you have discriminations there because of how you look?
We have discriminations in two ways. Let's talk about like in terms of bookings, okay? This model line, if not 70% are gays, you know. So like when you are not gay and you're attractively appearing as a gay, you're like marketable to them. So when you make the advances and you're not playing their cards, they will always want to fuck you up. You might be worth the booking, but they will always find a fault to have you replaceable. So that's answering that question. It's highly competitive. There's higher demand than supply, you know. So now people would want you to play by their codes because they know there are many options. So that's what always leads you to having to choose to play by their codes if you want to. But I've studied something. If you invest in yourself and you are the market, you don't need to really cut corners, you know. If you're the market, bro, you're the market.
If they are to legalize gay in Nigeria, would you support it?
I would support it for one funny reason. To make the girls come back to their senses, it's really going to lower the girls' ego, reduce the hookup market, help and stop or reduce commercializing relationships. Every girl's mindset now, like, you know, a guy comes in, you want to, you know. So when there's an option, it's not like something to glorify. It's not a good thing. But in that line, when there's an option, the whole drama will reduce, ego will reduce. So that's my only selfish, funny reason, you know.
So you support legalizing?
I would support it, but I would keep my circle protected because what is good is good.
The LGBTQ+ community is one of the most controversial and widely stigmatized communities in Nigeria.
Dozens of people had gathered in a hotel in Nigeria's Delta State to celebrate the wedding of a queer couple, a brave act in a country where being gay carries a constant threat of arrest and prosecution. Police raided the event and arrested 67 people under a decade-old law banning same-sex relationships and marriage, one of the most draconian in the world.
Many have been arrested, beaten or attacked. In so many cases, people have even been killed because of their perceived sexual orientation or gender identity. Some choose to stay hidden, while others refuse to hide despite the risk. It took months to gain the trust of a few people who were willing to speak with us. We want wanted to understand what it feels like to live differently in a society where they face both legal and social challenges. So we went to one of their hangouts to talk with them and hear their stories from their own perspectives.
Look at me ballin', look at me ballin'. I shoot my shot and it go when you know it's flawless. Look at me ballin', look at me ballin'. I gave my number to.
I'm a child that when I was growing up, I'm very feminine. Okay. I'm very feminine. It was when I was growing up that I realized, okay, I'm a guy, I need to do this, I need to do that. So growing up as a feminine guy too is not easy, it's crazy. I had crazy experiences.
Okay, so how would you describe your sexuality?
I'll say it's a question that normally the society have already assumed for me, because number one, I'm a feminine guy. So I would say there's something they call gender fluid, right? So I think I should be in the fluid area.
Would you consider yourself gay?
I'm bi.
Hey, I won't, because when we check, it's LGBTQ kind of, so it's still under that family. If you ask me, are you gay? And people are looking at me, everybody 90% of them have answered the question. They said yes on my behalf. People watching, they've made their decision from the first word that came out of my mouth. You can't be talking like this and claim you're not.
So when did you discover you're bi?
I think that was when I was in secondary school, because I went to a boarding school. So I think that was when I noticed something like that. You know, when you all get to bed together, you're all in the same room.
I realized when I was growing up, it was like an inborn thing. It wasn't like I wasn't converted. I grew up liking guys. It's not like maybe somebody give me money, somebody is just trying to, because some people have different type of people being raped, or some giving money just to do what I'm supposed to do. No, my own wasn't like that. I used to like girls, but I like more guys more. I like guys. I would just say I like more of guys.
Well, let me say when I was way young, yeah. Like I said, I'm attracted to something that makes you feel connected and bond. So sometimes let me say I'm with a guy or something and that makes me feel more connected or something. So I'm attracted to that kind of person.
I think I met some friends too online and all of that. And I noticed that, so I have friends that they're into this and all of that. So I was thinking that probably it's just myself. So I didn't know that there was more to it. So that is when I knew that, it's not just me. We have other people too that are into this.
I wanted to ask if you've ever hidden your sexuality.
Being a guy that is attracted to a guy, me growing up, I'm always thinking, the thought that is always coming to my mind, will I actually get a guy that will know I'm a guy and will love me? And I met a straight guy. That was my crazy experience. I met a straight guy, the straight guy thinking I'm a girl. So sometimes I just have to put clothes. It's crazy. I want to like this pure fact. I have to put clothes on my to make it. So I started seeing the guy. Thinking is with a girl. He will tell us to go to his apartment. I wouldn't want to, because I know if we go to his apartment, he's going to remove those things, and we find out that this is actually a guy. He didn't know I was a girl, because growing up I look exactly like a girl. But I felt like it's risky for me if I don't stop seeing him.
Have you ever been in love before?
Yeah, I've been in love.
With who?
A guy.
So have you fallen in love with any guy before?
Yes, not one, not two.
You guys dated before?
Yes.
For a very long time?
Yes.
Serious relationship?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, like when it comes to dating relationship, I noticed that these men, guys, they have to sex. They just like to have sex and go. We have a lot of down low men in Nigeria that do not want to be tapped. That are married. I've dated somebody that is married with 2-3 kids. Anytime we're going out in his car, he will tell me I shouldn't make videos, I should make pictures. He doesn't want to appear in any videos. But I will tell you, the guy is caring. He pays my bills, he takes care of me, he changed my phone. The guy does so many for me. So, but only what he doesn't want us to take pictures together.
He doesn't want to be out there.
So I will say Nigerian men always like to can go. But for real, I've been in a relationship and I have dated some couple of guys. I've met the bad one, I've met the good one, I've met the brutal one, I've met the ugly one, I've met the cute ones.
Have you dated any female before?
Yes, I have dated, but it don't work well. I try to be that masculine guy in that relationship, like try to be the guy, the husband in the relationship. And some of these girls, they are not feeling it. They'll be like, you're not giving me that man vibe. You're not strong enough. Even on bed, before you've come, you can't satisfy me, and you're too fruity.
How is it like being who you are in Nigeria?
Sometimes when people talk to me about something, I've come to a place in the sense that it took time, but I love me. It took time. It took time.
So you've gotten used to it?
Yes, it took time. That sometimes when somebody that you wish is you, because you obviously feel as if you don't have any use, because the only use everybody talk is the backlash. When people, it took time for me to get my confidence to talk. I don't answer questions in class. I don't contribute. I might have something to contribute, but the moment I say excuse me, the moment I say what, everybody look. Then the moment everybody look, then you hear our wife, you hear Sisi, you know, names. And these are names that are supposed to be harmless joke. They would have been harmless joke if I'm not everything you call me. Then you see the joke they cannot make at their fellow man that didn't want to rape me, they make it at you. A manly man had the luxury of so he can just touch somebody by the chest or holding somebody by the waist. I don't. Because if I do, it's leading to I want to sleep with you. Even though you are ugly.
Well, I'm still doing my thing on a low, normal, like I'm not like trying to put myself out there for the people to see that, oh, why you this, why you, no, I'm minding my business. But I would love the fact that probably I just relocate out of this place and be myself well and do my thing well, that nobody will not, like, I won't be scared of anybody trying to hurt me or do anything bad to me. I'll just be fine where I am.
Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes it hurts when you say my name, but thinking of hers.
Do you like take any drugs to look feminine?
No, I'm just natural.
Yeah, a lot of people do drugs, but come on, look at me, black don't crack. I'm dark. I don't need drugs to stay fresh, to stay glittering, and to, you know, put myself
You
in.
prefer not to take drugs?
I just walk out. Yeah.
What gender are you attracted to?
Male, actually. Male. Yeah.
Male. You've never been attracted to female before?
No, not in my life. Nah.
Okay. Do you ever want to get married?
Yes, I want to get married to a handsome, cute, tall, built, dark-skinned guy.
Do you ever want to have any kids?
Yes, sure. I can do adoption, I can do surrogacy, I can do a lot. But yeah, I'm gonna have my kids of my own.
Do you have a pen?
Yes, sure. I have. I'm not trans. I am a cross-dresser. It's a two different thing. If I am trans, I'll say, okay, I don't have pen, but I have a pen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you make use of it?
Why not? I make use of my pen.
I like wearing female clothes when I was growing up, you understand? Putting on makeup, stuff like that, so I discovered it at the early age.
How much time do you spend on cross-dressing?
I spend a lot of time, a lot of money. You know, dressing like a female is quite expensive.
Really? I think female clothes are cheaper now than male clothes.
That was then, not now. The hair, the outfit, the bag, the looks. Makeup nowadays, if you want to make up your face, you will spend about 500k to do your makeup. You can get hair of 500k. Like this hair you're saying is quite expensive. It's 500k. I don't know if I can say. So female clothes are quite expensive. They have to look good, glamour. You understand? So not those days like girls just wear up and down. No, these days everything is glamour, stuff like that.
Have you ever fallen in love before?
Yes, I fall in love. It's such a beautiful thing. I fall in love. Yes, I fall in love before.
Was it a guy?
Yes, a guy, obviously.
Do people approach you thinking you're a woman?
Yes, yes, yes. That's during the night hour.
Okay.
Yeah, many people approach me sometimes, really when I'm, you know, like this. I'm dressed, I'm cross-dressed. So they think I'm a lady until they come closer. Sometimes even when they come closer, still, you know, because my facial expression and everything first give you that deception. Yeah, until you know, even before you become my friend, you think I'm a lady, but later on, those that are close to me see that, okay, there's a guy, but he's a cross-dresser.
Have you ever had sex with a man before?
Yes.
How would you say it was like?
It's an experience.
Are you a top or a bottom?
I'm verse. I'm both, depending on my partner.
Which do you prefer more?
Bottoming. Bottoming.
There are so many contents that I do watch.
Yeah.
I see a lot of skit makers are dressed like women. Do you feel most of all these people are this feminine quality in them? That is one of the reasons why they use it as skits.
Majority of the content creators that were female close to shoot content, they are not straight. Most of them come online saying trash, and people stop coming to my DM. This one doesn't mean I'm wearing female clothes to do content. That is the reason. People chatting me, I'm not gay. This one. They don't know what they're saying. They know who they are, but they're trying to
fighting their identity.
They are fighting their identity. They don't want to do it, but they want to do it.
So what type of man are you attracted to?
Dark skin guys, basically dark skin guys, a little bit built, not too bulk, athletic, just be athletic.
Okay, well, I'm not really attracted to slim. If you're slim, it's not really my thing. You should have flesh. You get have flesh. Then probably your bum big.
So in the industry, which celebrity would you say you're attracted to?
Maybe Stan Eze. I think Stan Eze.
So that
Stan Eze works for me. I think, yeah.
Would you consider yourself a top or a bottom?
Top.
A top.
Yes.
So do you enjoy sex?
Yes, I do.
With what gender do you enjoy mostly? I'm curious, being someone that is not in the community, I would like to know, and I think most people would like to know, how is it like, having sexual relationship with a guy?
I love getting high when I want to do stuff and all of that. So you must be really thick for me to really enjoy. I'm not really into slim people like that. If you're slim, I just feel that everybody has their own preference and all of that. So, but me, I feel like if you're slim, I'm just seeing like bone and all of. I'm not really feeling anything. But when you're thick, I'm seeing flesh and I'm seeing everything just being fluffy and all of that. So, making out with you, it's the sweetest experience ever.
Is it usually painful? Is it because of the pleasure? Because
painful.
I just
to some people, to some bottoms, I think it's painful. To some, it's not. I think they're just enjoying it, and I think it's just part of them. They do the money thing, so I think it's just part of them. It's not like it's paining them or something. I think they're enjoying it, because I feel it's when you're enjoying sex, you do all those things.
Is it always painful being at the receiving end?
No, it's not painful. It's unless you're having a selfish partner. It's a selfish thought. Some of us are very, very selfish. They are very rough. They are just, sex is not about just one party having all the fun. The both parties have to have the fun. It's pleasure, so it has to be pleasurable.
So do they mostly get wet, or how does it work?
Yes, some.
They get wet even?
Yes, some. I've dated somebody before that is like that. This one is not like I've seen it. Anytime we make ourselves, it will tell me that I will even feel that this person is wet, and it will just come and I will see everything coming out.
Do you feel to enjoy it?
I love it. I love when you even get wet stuff. It's one of my own.
I mean the person, the bottom. Do you feel the person enjoys it to get the receiving it from?
Yes, now why not? Why would the person enjoy it? Then why is the person wanting to do it?
I can easily die from any from now. Even I'm an HIV person, they don't even care about it, and they say they are doing investigation. I'm not a gay.
What's your name?
My name is Obialo James.
What caused that your HIV? How did it come?
It's from my parents to and I. It's from mother to child. That's why I contacted it. From parent to child. Is it a crime?
Would you say HIV is rampant around the queer community?
I don't know about STI. When it comes to HIV, I think it's mostly in women. The only thing I can say is very rampant is an STI, and that's where you are not being careful about your health. I talk about your health and that kind of a thing, because as a guy and that kind of, I think they are the most healthiest when it comes to sexual and that kind of a thing.
Is a propaganda to make the forbidden very forbidden. So it's a propaganda in the sense that they use it to create fear. In the sense that once you allow somebody to sleep with you, they want to sleep with you, they will pass to HIV. But the same man is sleeping with a woman. If a normal man that has HIV, everybody will be like, oh, you pack it in a salon, oh, you pack it through sharp objects, oh, you should have your own personal clipper. Then when a gay person say they have HIV, what happens to you should have your own personal clipper?
They don't really talk about those kind of a thing, and that's even making some queer to be even more safe and protective because of all this thing. because I felt like, oh, no, you're just going to contact HIV, and people are now more conscious of that.
I don't know, but I've been hearing things like that. So, but I don't know. But I think the HIV thing is not just about the LGBT thing. I think it's just general something.
Before telling this story, I had my own assumptions, but after spending time with them and listening to their stories, I realized that not everything is as simple as it seems.
Do you consider yourself religious?
I'm not religious. I would say I'm a believer.
What do you believe in?
I believe in God. I believe in self-love. I believe in self-identity. And I believe in me, actually, because I'm a God.
It took me time to understand that my sexuality doesn't have to deal with my Christian life.
God accepts who everybody is. Yes. We have people that grow up feminine. If God doesn't want a guy to be feminine, we'll not have guys growing up and they're feminine naturally.
Well, you know, some people used to say God created Adam and Eve and not Adam and Adam. What would you have to say about that?
God did not create them to become husband and wife. Do you understand? God created two genders and they find themselves. For example, I can see you, I will say I love you. It's just for you to reciprocate the feelings, and both feelings will work together. Same as man and woman. Do you understand? The difference is that the female and the male, they have different genders. So once they meet together, they form a child. So that is the major purpose, I believe, God created different. Yeah.
Whether people agree with them or not, these are real human beings with experiences that many of us will never fully understand. Over the course of these investigations, I heard strong opinions from the public and personal stories from the members of the LGBTQ+ community.
If your child comes out one day and say, Dad, I am gay, how would you feel about it?
I don't think I have issue with that. The best thing I can just do to be more closer to my child and know what it turns out to be.
If same-sex marriage or same-sex relationship is being legalized in Nigeria, would you support it? Or is about to be legalized in Nigeria, would you support it?
In Nigeria, because they will still have people that, even though they legalize it here, they will still be angry and they will still do what they want to do to you.
I won't lie to you. People that have the most gays in the world is Nigeria. Let me put to that fact. If they don't even support it, we can see some people flinging their wigs everywhere on you know that this person is now they can't coordinate themselves and all. So if they now pass it into law in Nigeria or they legalized it, it's gonna be so crazy. You see guys on the road sexing themselves.
Do you ever think this whole thing would come to an end? Like there should be there'll be a time whereby they'll be like, okay, go ahead with your various sexuality you choose. Just
I don't think there's anything like don't do it, because trust me, even without them not regularizing it, people like.
I see nothing good in you penetrating your fellow man through his anus. Like I see no joy there. Bro, can you even feel your fellow man? Like me, if I'm sleeping on the bed with my brother, he knows he cannot even come close to me. Anytime he touches me, waiting the reason I able. Like me, my fellow man cannot sleep on the same bed with me and touch me. Whether you touch me by mistake or purposely, you will receive able.
Now imagine gay.
Now imagine me loving my fellow man where they carry the same beer with me.
I don't see any reason why a married man that is gay would marry a straight lady just to feel belong that okay, this is I don't marry, you get now.
70% of people population, they are married men. Like they are married men, and there are people are in high esteem that nobody can even say, oh, this person is doing this person, but they still want to maintain that kind of their private life just because of they're in a high position. They don't want people to know, oh, this person is this person. So there are a lot of people that are married and yet they're gay.
I want the world to be a better place. People should just change their mindsets, change how you treat people, Rumors are so quick to fly, good news are so slow to, so people want to accept rumors. It's a bad person, they just want to feel he's a gay, so.
Some viewers will agree with what they heard, while others won't, which makes this so controversial. What I learned is that every story has more than one side. Whether you see this community with acceptance, disagreement, curiosity, or concern, it is impossible to understand any issue without first listening to the people living it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe while I see you on the next one. Goodbye.